Today's topic is, I didn't actually think of one really. As I said, like this is more practice for me. I need to get back into like in front of the camera, being able to think fluidly while in front of the camera. Make eye contact instead of no eye contact. Normally, the camera is just kind of watching my face react to the gaming, and then as I say, I haven't done this for a while, for like a year or so. So yeah, I would appreciate anyone watching have some stuff to like ask me. You know what I need to do? I don't really have this in the shirt. No, not really. I need to showcase my products. That's the whole point of this. That's why I got into the, you know. You happy? Zoomies! Hi. Hello, little munchkin. You got the zoomies. So that's Duke there, the little white and black pied one by my feet. Now that's Sadie, who just ran past, the darker one. And then I don't know if Dante is going to come in. But yes, I just realized this doesn't tell me if there's anybody in here or not. So the only way I'm going to know if there is anybody is if you comment. Because last time I tried to do the whole YouTube thing and it was not, the delay, like, so I was watching this stream on YouTube while I was doing it and it was too much. I couldn't see the, like the delay was a bit too much. What I should do quickly is, oh, there we go. Like done. Thank you so much. How do I pronounce that? Wida, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate that. That's again kind of, this is another way I want to connect with the community. So that's also why, like, I was debating whether to go to Expo because it's a lot of money for the 3 days. But considering it's probably the most important. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just talking stuff. You know, it's soon I'll have guests. I'm also answering questions. You want to know stuff about the kind of cannabis industry or about my products, about me to a degree. Yeah, what I was explaining is it's the Cannabis Expo this weekend. So it's about just short of $100 for the ticket that would get me into the place I should be going. I should be going in into the summit to network and try and meet some people that kind of have likewise visions as me, to try and get some capital investment and kind of grow my footprint in the industry. That's, you know, I've been working a lot on different platforms, different things, and I've split my attention to very briefly to get a holistic understanding of the industry as best as I can, to be able to give back to that. That's kind of what I want to do. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Cannabis Expo this weekend. I think I will get the summit tickets so I can go and well, mingle with my friends. So there's no special, unless you're talking there, they don't give you free tickets. So like less cheaper. But yeah, the rules are rules. So I'm going to have to buy the delegate ticket, which is like $100. It's a lot of money that I don't really have right now. What is my GPU? My GPU on my, this is not, this is just my phone that I'm shooting off now. And then I'm having a look at, thank you, short for you. Then I'm having a look at kind of my stream on my tablet. Yeah, see? That's another feature of my my trays, is they can hold your phone or your tablet while you're busy rolling your Zaza, as they like to call it. But thank you for questions because it actually makes it a lot better for me to answer this stuff. Right, and I just need to see. I need to get back into the habit of looking up, instead of going down the whole time. So yeah, I need to go and network a bit and show people kind of what I've been making and what I can make. And I mean, this is a humidor, world class, and is as far. Obviously, I say that because I got it made and designed it with a really really talented person, and then flew things in from around the world to make it. Okay, so the GPU, sorry, to get back to that question, on my gaming rig is a 3080, right? Um, Gosh, the monitors, honestly, it's generation one Asus 4K, dude. So I don't even know what it's called. The refresh rate's still slow. And then I've got another Samsung monitor next to it, so it's not that great. Um, I think it's honestly an i7 7700K. The chip. It's an old one. I'm still on Windows 10. I can't run Windows 11. I don't have the chipset that's new enough to do that. So yeah, fun times. Money, 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 money. That's why people like when they're like, "Oh, can I donate to you?" I'm like, "No. Oh, keep your money. You're gonna need it." If you like my stuff I make, then please, support me and stuff. And then there's merch and stuff. I think there's links for that. I just need to make sure they're there. Um, so you can buy some of the merch to like help me out. But yeah, just giving me money for no reason, it's a little hard for me to swallow. But yes, overall topic for today, because as I say, I'm going to try and get back into the habit of doing one of these a day. I have cool people that I wonder if I can do the Discord stuff. I should have asked them first if like, hey, can I throw you in? Like normally they don't mind when I'm streaming and gaming and stuff. But to throw them in the middle of like, hey, I'm busy questioning shit. Do you want to find out? It's a little bit shit. Um, yeah. No, so also with regards to my build, I built it as well. I put it together a long time ago. It's an all-in widen radiator cooling set for the CPU. But I was at some point going to try my hand at doing a water. That's a ADHD for you. Was try a water cooling. Oh wow! I am sorted 96,000 pounds. Yes, it pounds? No, euro. 96,000. Oh wow. Okay, my friend. Times that by 20. That's how many rands that is. I'm sorted for life. With that, no, not for life. I've got aspirations. If I make a lot of money, I want to give back to the community and stuff. Like I've got good ideas, yeah. But like Elon Musk, if you got really good ideas, they're going to cost money. So you best go and make a lot of money so you can try your ideas. Now look at the guy. He's got rockets that launch and then land and then launch again and then land again. Blows my mind. The guy wants to do what's it? Didn't it go through? No, 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 no. You'll have to send it again. um, he wanted to dig holes. He dug holes efficiently, and he wants to make data centers in space. So as much as people are complaining about noise pollution and all of that shit, just put it up and power and stuff like that. He's like, well, I'll chuck it in space and power it with solar. And space will cool it and the solar will power it. I'm like, fair enough, bro. And you're not stealing anyone's real estate, really. So that's pretty chill. So how are you doing? How do I say that? It's nougat. Or it's nougat, isn't it? Then that's how you pronounce it, nougat. Bluff. I don't know. What it is, Tom, is for. Who the hell's freaking messaging me? Eyes are busy here, man. I try to tell the people I'm working. Now I can at least see how long I've been going. It's been I'm gonna slap them. I should have put it on silent. Now, lesson learned. Now I know. I swear to God, I can do it from here. Ooh, no, but then I'm gonna fuck with the camera, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, just so you know, that's fucking annoying. I bet with that many ding dings, that's the wife. Even I was like, Jesus fuck. Excuse me, let me have a look and see who the world's most annoying person is. Apologies. Okay, let me mute that. So we don't have to go through that annoyance again. Apologies. Let's hope this thing is working again. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, okay. So it's only going to be half an hour, so I've still got another 20 minutes of this. So to try and answer questions. Well, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. What I will do now is I'll have a little bingo bongo. So show what I can show. Let's probably do this here because of, I want to come up with I would like to either partner with Pokeball or come up with my own way to clean the pieces nicely, you know. This I can show. The rest of the item, as you know, they generally don't like to show. So I can't, you know. I can show pretty much everything else. But that's the thing. That's the whole point of, like, I know there's a lot of gray areas and a lot of areas that you can't necessarily discuss. Or not discuss. So, like, depending on where you are, depending on what you can do with regards to cannabis. So, to kind of make it a little bit easier, I shall, with regards to this, on the YouTube side of things rather than the Twitch side of things, because you can kind of get away with certain things, even though your audience knows what's going on. The YouTube AI or whatever it is doesn't really give a shit, you know, so you can't necessarily see what's going on. Like, you all aware of what was going on there. There we go. I should have gotten. Well, I've got more there by the computer. Does that say if people are watching and shit? I do not know. Oh no, it just says I'm dual broadcasting at 60 FPS in 4K. Well, hopefully the lighting's better this time because, excuse me, it was shit last time. What is that? What would you like to know? What is what? There's quite an assortment of thingies here. So, please, is it Michael or Michelle? I really never. I always got confused with that. Yeah. I suppose if you just type it back, it will say exactly the same thing. I get just as confused. Anyway, Mitch. There you go. I nailed both birds by one stone there. What is what, my friend? This is a resin and walnut rolling tray for people that are right-handed. All right, this is a prototype. That's why I say I need to find like angel investor now to help me with kind of more product development, network development, and like really just kind of getting it out there. Like I have no problem. I've developed a brand. Yes, I told you you're going to do that. You're going to type the same thing, so I'm going to mispronounce it anyway. So I'm just going to call you Mitch if that's all right. Yeah, so I mean that's the blue one. Here's the clear one, right? I don't want to kind of. Okay, no, that's something else. These also, like I have rosin pots. I don't think there's anything in here. No, I see. But yeah, rosin pots for dab and stuff. Yeah, so this is a rolling tray for, it's a clear one. It's one of my personal ones that I use because it also fits in the humidor. And in the humidor, you've got a hygrometer where you can keep your Zaza in the different jars. Holds about an ounce each, right? And that keeps them fresher for longer. And your tray also then fits in here. So like here, I'll explain the different bits, but see, your tray can fit into the box. And then, sorry, I shouldn't try and take it out with two hands. This space here is for your rolling paper. Then your poke stick goes there, right? Because it's, remember, you're rolling, right? So you'll be using your left hand. There's a slight gradient here. Normally there's, this was a demo piece and it got lost, unfortunately. But here's where there's a magnetic piece that you can use to close off or open up and brush back into your grinder. Because here's where the grinder sits. Here's your lid. Here's the bottom. On the bottom, there's some brass pins there so you don't get like kiff stuck on the bottom. You always get like a dirty. See, here's the one I use, right? It's like it's still clean, and I haven't cleaned this in months, So it's 4 little spots, which will be pretty easy to get off, to be honest. Yeah. So that goes kind of. I don't know what I can show in here. That's good. Yeah. See, it's all designed to fit properly. Empty out. And then here would be, where did I put it? Your lighter, tablet or phone. Here's your pre-roll tubes, pre-rolls upright if they're not finished, or pre-rolls down if you want, even pre-rolls if they are finished. Yeah, so this is a right-handed one, and I've got like so many different product ideas. I should actually learn some CAD and make them in CAD. But yeah, this is one of the iterations. There's different ones that go with the different. This I have in African rosewood, mahogany, walnut, and bird's eye maple. So kind of like a different flavor for everybody. That's just me. Yeah. So super proud of this stuff. I just realized I was super bad at advertising. So I need to get back into advertising. And to me, this is that. This is growing my community with you guys out there that if you're interested enough to sit and talk and ask questions and hang out with me, then that's cool. Like that's kind of really what I enjoy. And then at the same time, take a few minutes like I did now to explain like kind of what I've made, what I'm thinking. There's some events I'd like to put together. As I say, I'm going to Expo in Santon Convention Center this weekend if I've got the money for it. So that'll be nice. If I do go, please come. If you see me, come say hi. I'm not one of those assholes and be like, get away from me. No. By no means. I like to meet the people that enjoy this is to me what I consider work. This is content creation. It's like I can't do sales and be the guy commenting on people's videos. It's as equally challenging to be the guy in front of the camera and being the person that you want, like, give a crap enough about commenting. Also, again, need to learn to look at the camera. Actually, it's not actually quite looking at the camera, and I can't look properly. I have to go back and watch this, which I generally tend not to do. It's not about looking at the camera. This is looking at the lens, which is a bit weird because it's like I'm looking you in the soul, I'm told. I have to look slightly behind it. I should put something there maybe. I don't know. Is this all right? Is this better or is that better? You need to tell me. Like slightly behind it or directly at it. At what time was that? 21 minutes. Yeah, gosh. I wish I could put a chat on. Next time I'll do that, and I'll because I see they're online and having a blast. They're busy chatting there. So then I can talk rubbish with Dex and Brimfirehawk while I do this. Again, because it's about I don't do it's too easy for me to do the political talk or the ones that push the buttons. Right now, as always, the super hot topics are religion, politics, economics, and I think kind of the general drama that's going on in excuse me, whatever country may be. Every country's got drama. It's not nice. That's the thing. Is there's so many channels that you can go to, and it's oh, woe is me. This is sad, sad, sad. No, not here. Here, I want people to focus on the commonalities, what they enjoy. If they have a love for Zaza, if they have a love for gaming, if they have a love for nice things, The events I'm going to get into again is because I used to do event management. I used to be a DJ. I know some awesome DJs. I know some awesome event managers. Pretty awesome chefs, So there's always really nice to do. It's a bit hard to think of food now because someone's making stinkies. Frenchies fart so much. But a curated kind of dab and food terp explosion event kind of thing. I think that'll be really nice. Really catered, kind of mix well. So that's that'll be an Opulent Leaf event or an Opulent event. But I don't want to, not Opulent event, Opulent Leaf event. Don't want to go too far away from the stuff. Is anybody watching, I wonder? Can you tell me? Because this platform has zero. Yeah, I have no idea if people are watching or not. Am I just talking to myself? Did people join me? The event list doesn't seem to work. Nah. Okay, well, I mean, again, I'm working on, the first one was way worse. So this one hopefully will be a lot better. I've mirrored the screen, so at least I can read your chats properly now from both platforms, rather than just the one which was on YouTube. And I see there were a couple on Twitch which I missed. I'll say this: Twitch is a much harder platform to get subscribers. I'm not even at 50. I think I'm trying to get to 40. Yeah. Whereas my YouTube now, I did an ad, and all it does is show my stuff a bit more. It doesn't ask you to subscribe or anything that I'm aware of. And my subscriber count jumped up 100 people in a day. And as I say, I don't have tons of cash. I spent $100. So thank you so much for any of the new subscribers, especially if you guys are watching. Wow. Thank you. I was just doing a test to see if YouTube was squashing my wrong answers only content. Because that's the game. That's me. I wonder about something, and instead of instantly jumping to you like Google and having a look at what it is, I'll sit and try and think of what it is, you know. Then if I'm in a funny mood, then I'll think about like the least plausible thing it could possibly be. And well, it will normally be an interesting thing, like the thing with the trees today. There's a certain limit where the trees can't pull water because it's basically a vein system running up the tree, a pipe system, excuse me. And they pull the water up, and eventually it gets to such an intense pressure because you need vacuum, you know, up top to pull water like up that high, and it goes up to like 40 meters or some shit, or, you know. Well, I think even higher potentially, but that, I mean, that's fucking insane in itself. Um, if it goes any higher than that, the pressure is too great, and the kind of like pipe implodes on itself, and can cause air bubbles and then fuck up with the whole system. So that's kind of why there's a bit of a ceiling to it, you know, which I thought was incredible, you know. So then it gives people like one, some engagement with me. Two, if you enjoyed it. And you're like, well, I wonder what it like, and you did comment and hopefully, or at least liked it. Then you can put like you'll then do a Google and go and figure out like what it really is. You know, everything I ask is a legitimate. Like, it was a mosquito. I fucking thought so, man. Kind of like answer that question for yourself. If you care enough. If you don't, then cool. But like my topics will be, I don't know. I try and do a daily topic, and I try and think of the topic daily, so it's not all rehearsed and prepped. I think like it doesn't feel this. I barely. I don't edit. I just come and I do. I shoot and then I go. I just watched yesterday to see the audio. Like that was the important thing for me. Kind of thing. I know I look a bit scruffy, but that's because I was hella sick for fucking 2 weeks. My chest is still a bit shitty. Again, no money for barbers, so I do it myself, and I tend to prefer the clippers, and so I'll stand out there with my shirt off and do the clippers. But I don't want to get sick, more sick. Don't get me wrong, the bong makes the recovery a lot slower, but go that way around the camera. Sorry, love. I'll be done in 2 minutes if that's all right. Okay, sorry. Well, sorry, guys. As the doggers are getting some food. So, you know what I'll actually do is I'm going to end the stream now so I can go and help out. You guys need to stay opulent. And remember, away.